With Pokémon being the highest grossing franchise in the world, there is bound to be some lost media tied to it. Lost media in the video games and anime have been covered time and time again, but the TCG doesn't seem to get the same treatment. Well, today, we are going to go over some cases of lost media in the Pokémon TCG, some of which are still lost, some of which that have only been found recently, and some that have actually turned out to be a hoax. With that being said, let's discuss some Pokémon TCG lost media. Firstly, we should discuss the elephant in the room, or more appropriately, the moth in the room. If you've been on Pokemon card Twitter, you may have heard about the infamous Dustox G DP63 promo card, or even seen this image. It has become an inside joke of sorts amongst the Pokemon card community. At first glance, it looks just like a regular promo card from an old 3-pack blister, but with a closer look, you can notice a few anomalies with it. Taking a look at the list of Diamond and Pearl promo cards on Bulbapedia, you'll notice that the promo number stops at DP56 with Arceus Level X, meaning that Arceus Level X was the last Diamond and Pearl promo card ever released. This is very strange, seeing that Dustox's promo number is supposedly DP63. Maybe you could conclude that this was just an unreleased promo card and call it a day, right? Well, the story doesn't end here. Upon googling the term Dustox G DP63, only a few links pop up, the earliest of which coming from competitive Pokemon TCG player Isaiah Chevelle in a tweet from June 2021 that just states Dustox G DP63. Not only is it strange that the earliest mention of this card is from 2021, but upon reverse image searching this card, you get no results or any other pictures of the card either. It seems that we may have hit a dead end. After doing some more digging in some older forums, I came across this comment from user PFM on eliteforum.com. In this specific thread, users were discussing rare, unknown, and unique Pokemon cards. One user mentions the unreleased Dustox G along with the previously shown picture. PFM replies to the post stating, "This is fake. It uses the Pokemon Go Dustox model, which didn't even exist at the time when this card was supposed to have come out." And to my surprise, upon overlaying the Go model Dustox onto the card, it's a near perfect match. Also, if you take the background of Skuntank G from Platinum Base and invert it, you get the same background as Dustox G DP63. While this card's legitimacy has been debunked, it is still unknown who photoshopped this card. When did they make it, and why? These questions are still unanswered and will probably remain that way for the known future. My best guess is maybe Isaiah Chevelle himself created it. I guess we'll never know. The next entry in our list is actually a case of found Pokemon card media. In 1999, CoroCoro magazine held a contest correlating with the upcoming Pokemon Snap game for the Nintendo 64. Readers of the magazine were challenged with taking the best pictures of Pokemon on Pokemon Snap. The 10 best pictures would be chosen and then be printed on official Pokemon cards in Japan. Each winner would then receive 20 copies of said card. In the decades since, almost all of the Pokemon Snap cards had made it to the market, except for one. For 23 years, not one single copy of this Magikarp card had ever appeared on the market or even online. The only known proof of its existence was its feature in CoroCoro magazine. In January of 2022, a copy of this card was sold on Yahoo auctions in Japan for 5 million yen, or $130,000 US. The buyer sent it to PSA for authentication and then sent it to YouTuber SM Pratt to be featured on his channel. To this day, no other copies of this card have surfaced online. On May 30th, 2017, PokeBeach released an article titled New Battle Arena Decks Landorus vs Genesect in September. The article discussed two new products that were scheduled to release later that same year. These decks were very similar to the Mega Charizard vs Mega Blastoise decks, as well as the Rayquaza vs Keldeo EX decks. According to PokeBeach, each package will come with two 60-card decks, each helmed by two foil cards of the featured Pokemon EX. Each deck will have 8 basic foil energy cards and tournament-level trainers like Lysander, N, and Versus Seeker. Each product will also contain alternate art reprints of Professor's Letter and Delinquent. Product images were shown and promotional videos were even released on YouTube, such as the one playing right now. On September 20th of the same year, the product was cancelled with no explanation as to why. Similarly, a Tapu Lele pin collection was delayed and eventually cancelled around the same time, supposedly due to an error on the pins. The aforementioned Professor's Letter and Delinquent promos were eventually released in the Mega Charizard and Blastoise Battle Arena decks. On July 21st, 2014, Pokemon.com uploaded all of the black and white promo cards to its website. Of the over 100 promo cards listed, 2 stood out to many collectors. Promo numbers 77 and 78 featured a Pikachu and Raichu card respectively. These cards had never been seen before and by the end of the night were completely removed from the website. They were planned to be released as promo cards for the Black and White Plasma Freeze expansion in 3-pack blisters, but were soon replaced with promos 79 and 80, which featured Landorus and Druddigon respectively. According to Bulbapedia, these promos are featured instead due to the cancellation of an English Landorus box, this one being unrelated to the aforementioned Landorus EX box. Due to this abrupt change, there was not enough time for this promotional card to be repurposed into different promotional products and still remains unissued to this day. The last of these unreleased products I'm going to discuss today intrigued me the most. So sit down, strap in, grab some popcorn, and get ready. The Japanese black and white promos numbers 25 through 31 were planned to be given out at the 2011 Pokemon Worlds qualifiers in Japan. 11 qualifiers were scheduled, but were subsequently cancelled due to the tragic Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. Mirror foil cards featuring Amalga, Druddigon, and an unknown Black and White 27 promo were planned to be given out to participants of the event, while Grass, Water, Psychic, and Metal energies were to be given out as side event prizes. Each of these cards had a unique World Championship stamp. Due to the cancellation of the events, these cards were never officially distributed. Going into the events, the images for all of these cards have been revealed to us except for one, Black and White 27. For 9 years, BWP 27 had been a mystery to players and collectors worldwide. Many speculated that it would be a trophy card similar to 2009's Wonder Platinum or 2010's Master Key, both of which were given out at the same event years prior to World Qualifiers. In the summer of 2020, Growlin Kettle 951 found this mystery card. He explains it in details in the comments of DJ Gigabyte's YouTube video explaining the discovery after sharing with PokeGuardian. Growlin writes,
"Hi, I'm GrawlinKet951, the person who found this lost card. If you can imagine it, this mystery started 9 years ago when I was 7 years old. It's nice to see that my efforts to find this card are still appreciated. For everyone who is interested in how exactly I found the card, or who didn't find the explanation in the video enough, here's a more detailed version with the approximate duration of each step. So, where do we begin? I started the search on June 3rd, and I spent around 30 minutes searching. The first thing I knew was that Zoroark was the last black and white promo before the lost cards. Note, the Japanese card database uses the abbreviations P for Pokemon, T for trainers, and E for energy cards. The name used for all Emolga cards is Emanga. From there, I simply tried out all the numbers and then came across the card. The next number had to be Druddigon, and that was it. June 4th, I spent around 2 to 3 hours searching. Knowing what numbers the energies had, I was able to narrow down the search to black and white promo 027328. So I started trying out every Gen 5 Pokemon and a few classics like Pikachu, Mewtwo, etc. At that point, I was already afraid that the card could be a completely unknown trainer card and went to sleep. Solving this problem with the program is possible, but it takes much too long with about 30 letters and 26 options. June 5th, I spent around 30 minutes. After sleeping and finding some other scans for PokeWiki, the search continued. I started trying out all the trainer cards in the release order since the first Japanese black and white set. At 7:36 a.m. Eastern Time, I found the card and posted it with the yes 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 party emoji on the PokeWiki Discord server and a semi-public channel. Reddit r/Pokemon TCG, Bulbapedia, and PokeGuardian received the information next.
He finds that BWP-027, the card that had been a mystery for all these years, was a reprint of Pokemon Catcher from Black and White base. Although it was exciting that the mystery promo had finally been discovered, many were disappointed that the card was just a reprint from the set and not a new exciting trophy card. Because of Grolin, we now know the identities of all the unreleased Black and White promos. Case closed. Thank you guys so much for making it this far into the video. I just wanted to thank Pickup TCG and DJ Gigabyte for helping me with different parts of this video, and a big thanks to all those who helped uncover some of this obscure media. If you want me to cover any more lost or obscure Pokemon card media, drop a comment below on what I should cover next. While you're at it, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I couldn't do these videos without your guys' support either. With that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.